let's try this one again. Ugh. Apparently, last video, second video was too large for upload, so I get to redo it again. Fantastic, now I get to say everything all over again. I'm trying to keep it shorter this time so it doesn't run over. Basically, this second video is just talking about how I knew I was trans. A lot of the guys I know knew when they were kids. I didn't know till later on. I came out as lesbian first at age 16. Actually tried coming out 3 times. First time told it was a phase. Second time at 18, almost got kicked out. Third time at 20, said, I'm lesbian, you don't like it, too bad. It got accepted, everybody's been fine since then, and I've identified quite a bit as lesbian, or I did, up until I met my first trans boyfriend when I was 23 in 2003, and basically, you know, sort of started questioning myself, but I didn't really know if there was any truth to it. Was with him for a year. Not even a year after that breakup, I met my second trans boyfriend, and we were together for 5 years, and basically he was the one who sort of opened my eyes to the fact that I was trans. He started his transition not long after we got together, and I went to a year or two actually, worth of meetings at the FTAM group that we have here, my home city of Winnipeg in Canada, and basically identified with the guys and how they were feeling, and really had my eyes open to the possibility that maybe I was trans, because I was still feminine and still identifying as a lesbian after I got together with the second partner, but I felt like something wasn't resonating with the whole female part. I never liked my body, not only for its weight, but I never felt comfortable in it, didn't know why. Sort of all clicked together, was like, maybe this is the reason. Didn't want to speculate, didn't want to say yes, no. Talked to my partner, and he said that he had always seen it, and that he would, support it. So I came out to my parents as trans last year, and I wrote them a letter, didn't know how they would react. My dad didn't say much. My mom didn't talk to me for like a day or two, but it wasn't because they were mad or anything. It didn't change what they felt about me. They still loved me, and I think it was shock. That's what my mom said. She's like, I was shocked. I wasn't expecting it, and she said, but you're still my kid. I love you anyways. That's not going to change, and it hasn't. They've been really supportive. My sister, being autistic, she doesn't really understand a lot of this situation, so according to her, I'm still her sister. I still go by my female name around her. She doesn't adapt well to change, so I know that this is sort of my way of saying, I understand, and she's the exception. She always has been, always will be. My parents will call me Matthew sometimes outside of the house, but it's mostly by my female name inside the house. My sister's around. All my other friends and everybody else outside all call me Matthew, so it's still weird hearing my female name, but I know why they're saying it, and my sister will always be the exception. I'm fine with her, calling me sister and calling me by my female name, and that's never going to change. That's who I'm always going to be towards her, no matter what. But when I came out last year, not long after that, my partner broke up with me after 5 years. I think part of it came down to too many problems that we were having in our relationship. The other part was, I think he got to the point where he just didn't see himself being with another guy, even if it was a trans guy. I could be wrong, but that's the feeling that I got. Besides, like I said, there were way too many problems, dealing with his mental illnesses, dealing with my depression, my panic, my anxiety attacks. It got to the point where it was better that we broke up. And even though I miss talking to him, I'm a lot happier, I'm doing a lot better than I was when we were together, so I think it was for the best for both of us. But after getting together, and after, pretty much 30 years of living in a female body, I finally feel more like myself. I finally feel comfortable. I can go in public and hold my head up high. I'm still shy, and I still, have my anxiety and my panic attacks when it comes to being in large groups and stuff like that, but I really have come a very long way, and coming out as trans has really sort of been it's a journey for all of us, no matter whether you're transitioning when you're in your teens, which some may have, whether you're in your early 20s, 30s, 40s, it doesn't even matter if you're starting transitioning at 50. We all go through our own journeys, and we're all extremely unique individuals, and I think that's what makes trans community, in my opinion, just that much more wonderful. We're all different, but we all come together for a common purpose, and I think, being supportive is a really great thing. So I'm proud to be part of this community, and I'm glad that even though I'm transitioning later in life, that everything is sort of everything's falling into place as it's meant to be. And I always used to ask myself, well, why didn't I transition earlier? I wasn't ready. Point blank, it comes down to the fact that I was not ready at all. Now I'm ready. I'm jumping into it full force. People still ask me sometimes if, I'm ready for it, and if I wasn't ready, I know me. I never would have done it. Not in a million years. But I was ready to be who I was always meant to be, and I'm just a lot happier overall. So, even though it's later in life, and even though I didn't realize when I was younger, I always got along better with my male relatives. I always wanted to be like my grandfather. I was always emulating him and my mom's youngest brother, and Uncle Steve. So I always had that inkling, and I think it just never dawned on me, and I didn't know anything until later, and it's working out for me. So it doesn't matter when you transition, as long as it's right for you and it's what you want to do and need to do to be happy, then that's really all that matters. That's what it is in the end, right? I think that's more or less in a nutshell sort of how I knew I was trans. I'm going to make a third video kind of highlighting some of the different changes. There's been quite a bit. And yeah, I'll make that video really soon, and I'll put it up. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.